so this here is just straight used motor oil, and so I'm gonna lather it on pretty quick, or pretty thick. Ends of these cedar trees, man, they soak it up real fast. So I may do 3-4 applications. However, the outside is broke, or it's a little cold, so my voice isn't working well. Yeah, wherever the sapwood is showing, I'm coating that as well. They're treated up to this point, but a little more doesn't hurt nothing. I mean, yeah, you could drill or auger out some area for sonotubes and do concrete pylons and everything, but this will be just fine. These go down in the ground at least 4 feet too. When I put the level on it, it did seem like this one was just a hair low, so I have these stainless steel shims that I can use if necessary. And that thing does have a crown in it. Not horrible. I'd say probably about 1/8 of an inch. So we'll put the crown side up, which will exaggerate the I guess the gap, but we just have to keep that in mind. We don't get a whole lot of traffic out here, and we live on a gravel road. And there's a pretty good hill back there. But the traffic we do get, if we don't get rain for a couple weeks, it sure does kick up a bunch of dust. So we got like maybe just some flurries last night, and I think that was enough to just suppress the dust today. I'm pretty sure they melted, but then kind of froze overnight. That was nice. When I went on my run this morning, if a car passes me, usually they choke me out, but it wasn't too bad. But the only reason I bring that up is you may hear kind of that sound from time to time, and they're not going that fast. Like I said, it's a pretty steep hill, so they're probably going 30-35 miles an hour, which is good because once in a blue moon my dog will venture out there. Very rare, but it gives people plenty of time to slow down as long as they're not going too fast. And at night, you know, in the event that drunk driver or whatever, my dog's put away. So we've had a couple of people in the ditch, not necessarily drunk, just weather related type of stuff, but come up over the hill and you're not used to this road, it's a little shocking, I guess, when you first hit that downward hill. But most people out here, most people that drive out here live out here, so it's usually like an Amazon driver or something like that. Or I posted a video about it, but this guy was he came down on a big rig. He had a big 18-wheeler, big trailer, low boy and everything. He was delivering a big skid loader to a neighbor up the lane, and he didn't want to drive up the lane, so he just pulled in, unloaded that big skid loader. Jeez, tongue gets all tied up when it's 10 degrees out. But so he lost all his weight, and when he tried to back out, his trailer kind of sank into my ditch over here, and we're only talking like this deep. It's not really a big ditch, but man, he just could get no traction. So believe it or not, my little 50-horse Kubota was just enough to get him going. I had to ram him a couple times just to kind of get it going, but it worked. Yeah, so that's my second application. Soaked in pretty fast. And yeah, I posted a video about that. My wife was recording from the kitchen window. It's kind of crazy, that little Kubota pushing out a big 18-wheeler. but it's four-wheel drive. It's got weighted tires, filled tires. I had my box blade on the end, uh, so it's got a lot of torque. Plus, I was kind of using my loader to kind of lift and push at the same time. He was a good guy too. In fact, he's delivered out here before. He thinks he's delivered something to me. I don't remember him, but no, that doesn't mean nothing. So I just keep applying this until it stops soaking in. So this is number 3. It's usually 3 or 4 times. And typically I have this cut with some diesel, but I just happen to have this down in the shop because I just changed my daughter's oil, so this will work. Take a little longer to soak in, but yeah. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the decking. I know I said black locust, and that would definitely hold up. I got plenty of it. I also got plenty of white oak too. So I may throw this up into a video and just see what y'all think. I know most of the people that watch are just friends and family, but I've got a few subscribers that probably I don't know. So it'd be nice to get your opinion. If you know anything about wood, black locust and white oak are both really rot resistant. They do well outside with the elements. White oak is more maybe furniture grade, but it's good for hardwood flooring. Well, I would say there's probably more people that like the look of white oak than black locust, but black locust just isn't a real popular wood. It is hard to work with. It'll dull your edges real fast, but man, it's super hard, and you know, it's worth it to me. The decking on my dock is made out of black locust. In fact, the whole thing is made. You know, I think I have some studs made out of white oak too. But anyways, yeah, I might throw this in a video and see what y'all think. One more application. So, show you my dog real quick. You know it's cold when he's laying in the sun. Typically he tries to find the shade. So yeah, it's probably 10-15 degrees today. In the sun it feels really good. But I'm back here in the shade. Like I said, this is the north side. So we'll let him rest, but he's just kind of watching what I'm doing. All right, like I said, one more application here should do it. And we'll get that beam up there, and I'll treat that as well. So, a lot of this channel is me doing projects and stuff, but I also kind of want to work in maintenance of vehicles, maintenance of yourself. You know, working out, keeping fit. It's very important. Just like changing the brakes, you know, and getting new rubber on your vehicle. You got to keep fit. But I also kind of want to just drive home the point that on a homestead, you could get really carried away with buying this and buying that, and people do, man. They get too carried away, and next thing you know, they're just in debt to their eyeballs. And we've been out here for 12 years. I wish I would have started this channel back then. So much has been done. But our whole goal here was to do as much as possible without going into debt. Because we bought the property. We had a loan on the property at first. And we lived in a fifth wheel for 4.5 years, which allowed us to pretty much do everything without going in debt, taking no loans or anything. I might carry a little balance on a credit card here and there, like when we got the foundation for the house and stuff. But other than that, we try to minimize that as much as possible. and this is a perfect example. You know, you can go to get some treatment, can of it be 50, 75 bucks. When motor oil and diesel works great, I've had really good luck with it. So I just want to kind of bring that home and kind of reiterate that. Yeah. A lot of times, being resourceful will save you a lot of money. And I'm not a cheap ass for any by any means. I do like. I mean, I got a Kubota tractor right there. I do like nice stuff. But I would say I'm more frugal. I don't go cheap on the important stuff, but I try to stay frugal, and I do want to retire before too long. So that's kind of, I'm playing the long game. So like on the homestead, like I was saying, I just want to bring that point home: is be resourceful, be frugal, don't go cheap on the important things, and consider other ways. There is no one way of doing things, So I like to do things my way. Always have. I don't I don't like to pay taxes. I do pay taxes, but I'm not going to use um, services that I didn't want to pay my taxes for in the first place. And I know there's people out there. Well, I pay taxes, so I'm just going to use them. Well, then you just kind of perpetuate that cycle, and it's for me, it's a mindset. So I'm not going to do that. And I like doing stuff myself, DIY type of stuff. Taught myself a lot of things. Last 10 years or so, YouTube has taught me a lot of things, and that's what I like about YouTube. I don't really do other social media, especially homesteaders. It's a community of like-minded people. So that's just kind of why I started posting. I find you. I'm not in this to make money or anything like that. I've got a job. 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. I do work from home, so that's nice. But yeah, I just reaching out, and it's nice to be that with that community. I mean, it's online. Very few people around here have that mindset. But anyways, that's another part of the reason I started this YouTube channel and what it's all about. All right, that's enough of that. I'll probably get a couple stainless steel shims and place them. I want a little bit low. I mean, that's what happens when you work with a chainsaw. It's not going to be the most accurate. Then I want to square that up too. Alright, that's good. Alright, so I'm going to call that done for the day. I want to let that soak in real good and see if we need any shims tomorrow. And then we'll treat this and we'll set that in place. So that's it for, I guess, episode 1. Thanks for watching.